Okay, and we are live and cruising. Welcome back to Thunder League. We're back from our little break, and I'm gonna replace Mike for this next match. How are you guys doing? Also here with me is Tim, the Orange Doom. Very, very cool YouTuber. I've seen a couple of your videos, by the way.
Thanks.
So, how are you guys all doing? How are you enjoying the Thunder League so far? We just had a glorious, exciting match between Poltergeist and Dynamite. And now Dynamite, they are pretty much the top dogs of the league so far with whole 6 points under their belt. And they got a little bit derailed by Poltergeist. So can you tell me a little bit how that went? Because I only made it to the last battle of the match.
It was very intense. The first two matches were equal 1-1. And then Dynamite they started to lose their game. What they were doing is they were constantly trying to get the game through capping the cap circles and holding, draining down the tickets. And Poltergeist was always having a very good positional game. They positioned themselves properly, and with the use of Tiger Ease with some long range combat, it was a whiz.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now let's take a look at the prize pool. We're almost at $12,000, and guys, mind this, when we reach $15,000, we're going to host a tournament where you will be able to unlock the dreaded German E100. Now, maybe finally, Germans wouldn't have to hide as much at top-tier battles.
Or run around in their little leopards with a paper-thin armor. Oh my god, we got 4 planes on arcade. This is something new. This is what I've been waiting for personally. I'm a huge fan of aircraft and dogfights, and I hope that once in the future we also have an aircraft tournament. Soon, DM.
If you have just joined, we're looking at a battle between Arcade Esports and Adler. Now, a couple of words about the team. So, Adler, they're a Russian team, and these guys claim to be fans of German vehicles. Even though, hey, they brought a whole 2 of them, 2 Ostwinds.
And they're still missing a player.
They're still missing a player, but already they got 2 Ostwinds. So you see, they're very faithful to the German cause. And now on the other side, we got Arcade, actually bringing in 4 aircraft. 4. I mean, I'm not kidding. So what they're doing with those 2 Ostwinds, 3 Ostwinds.
3 Ostwinds versus 4 aircraft. Unbelievable.
Oh my god, this is totally crazy.
It feels like one of those arcade events.
That's right. I mean, this is the first time during the Thunder League that I'm seeing more than 2 aircraft at one time, you know, on one team. What do you think? What do you think they're going for with this?
They're going for complete plane superiority, but I think they didn't expect this, because usually we see a roughly balanced amount of aircraft on both sides, 1 or 2, never 4 and 1 and no or the other. So let's see who is going to have the upper hand here, because with more tanks on the ground, their Adler is already taking C, and they're now taking B as well. So the cap game is going to be hard. You see, Ostwinds are insanely good for protecting the ground targets from being bombed. And let's keep in mind also that there's 2 LA-7s in the arcade team, and those 200-kilo bombs are insanely difficult to put on target and kill with.
Looks like Arcade's concentrating their effort on these Ostwinds. So the planes are trying to single out. There goes Feudal. Feudal from Arcade just got shot down by Principum and Aston and Ostwind. This is a flak-heavy battle. Red Dragon getting shot at by all 3 Ostwinds. Now
this is not looking good. Arcade is already down 2 planes.
This is kind of a gamble on the Arcade's part, don't you think? Like, bringing so many aircraft, it is a surprise, but then again, you're not getting too much control on the ground, do you?
It is a very good gamble, and if you remember, in the start of the match, only 4 players from their Adler actually spawned in, and the tactic was simple. They wanted to see what Arcade was bringing out, and when they saw that there's 4 planes, well, they took the smart move and spawned in 2 additional Ostwinds.
That's right, and looks like it's paying them off well so far. Now, most of the Arcade's forces, 3 of their tanks at least, are concentrating around Alpha, while Charlie and Bravo are completely dominated by Adler. They got 1 tank each on both of these capture points, and 3 Ostwinds. Yeah, go ahead.
A is going to be important. From A you can see B. From B you have, well, very little actual access towards C, and C is usually the least important one in these matches. So if Arcade can hold on to A, apply some backup to B, and if they get rid of those planes and start driving some tanks out, they could still make a good comeback. Oh, Dark Jedi has just crashed into Idle.
Looks like Arcade are down to one active aircraft, and that is Red Dragon War and a BF-109G6 going back for a reload.
So the Ostwinds are now, well, in a good position, but they're all in the spawn center, so they're going to have to start moving around. They do have very much maneuverability. They could help with pressing on towards the A point. Not the most effective tank, but they can spray and make it hard for Arcade to aim.
That's very true. I'm not really sure what Arcade is going to do now, since you know, they got 2 tanks down there by Charlie, which they will probably take, since Der Adler only got T-44 there, and an
This is an interesting tactic. They are in fact going for Charlie. That means A and C. They're surrounding B and they're leaving it, which I was not expecting. Now, in the worst case scenario, Arcade loses one, but they now know how to play the tactic. Der Adler is purely tacticizing this one. They're waiting to see, you know, what the enemy team is taking out, and then taking out the right vehicles.
I think they're going to have to sack those Ostwinds pretty soon, because they're going to be pretty useless when it comes to actually defending capture points from other tanks. They're going to have to abandon them to get proper vehicles, and this is kind of what's going on at Der Adler's spawn.
Now Igel must be sweating here. He's alone against 3 tanks. He's got a shot as futile, he crits him, but his cannon bridge gets destroyed in the process.
Now at the same time, Der Adler's spawn is getting attacked by 3 tanks of Arcade, while they only got 2 plus an Ostwind. No, 2 Ostwinds there, but still. That's not going to be enough. Now, Charlie being decapped by Arcade. Moldcat sitting tight on it.
Now, Igel's in trouble here. He's got 3 tanks going straight for him.
Igel's as good as dead.
He's as good as dead here.
He's the team captain, so... there goes the team captain.
Yep, Dark Jedi goes down with a boat.
Dark Jedi got the captain. Now, Bravo's completely unattended by both teams. Arcade got Charlie, as we have predicted. Moldcat's still sitting on a capture point.
Now, Arcade is now pushed completely to the spawn center. This is both dangerous and a very bold decision.
You know, from what I've seen so far, these pincer attacks seem to be very effective if done right. Look at this major brawl at Der Adler's spawn. Oh, there goes Red Dragon War.
Red Dragon.
Annihilating Overlord in that T-44. He's the last plane left on Arcade side. I was getting shot at by the Ostwind of Prince of Est. No hits though.
Now can Ilya and Yelleri force this one alone? There's still the Ostwind. Igel has now respawned in the T-34. Team captain is not giving up. And first plane appearing on the Adler. We got Grimmerfeld in his BF-109G6. This could be a turnaround. But there's still Red Dragon, he's coming for him. We're gonna have a dogfight.
That's gonna be interesting. But then again, Grimmenheld has a bit of a altitude advantage. If he plays it right, he's gonna win.
It appears that Sharkayureus is going over the bridge towards B and might be attempting to flank C, but look at the players at C. They're not even moving. They're now camped. They don't have to move because Ilya and Yelera they've pretty much just single-handedly pushed the enemy offensive straight back into the spawn point.
Grimmenheld about to dive in on Red Dragon War. It's going to be a head-on attack. Dodges the shots.
Oh, it takes its and both planes down.
Yep, kill each other.
Not the cleanest of head-ons, but if it works, don't fix it.
No, yeah, if it ain't broken, don't try and fix it.
Now, oh, Igel is in trouble.
Igel's in trouble again. He's getting surrounded. It's kind of like a trend for Igel there.
Now, I can't believe this. Arcade had a very bad start, but
and they're dominating. Look at this.
They completely dominated.
They got Charlie completely locked down with 3 tanks.
Oh, and the only
active player left for Der Adler is the Shark Russ on a T-44 sitting just off Bravo on the bridge.
He's on the bridge. Avro shooting at him. This is not good.
This is not good. Now I think would be a good time to leap off that bridge, you know.
Yeah, get it over with as soon as possible.
Seriously.
Oh, we have a Dornier. That's the first German bomber I've seen.
Dornier 17. That's interesting.
There's a Z2. There's a nearly added plane from a patch 1.53.
Well, it's Der Adler. You know, they like Germans. They had to bring something like this. So that's a very German thing to fly.
Indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget about giveaways. Make sure you're watching the stream through the Warthunder.pro website, and you have an option to win the Messerschmitt BF1 E7U2, the M24 Chaffee with a T45 APCR special round, the P51A Mustang with increased engine performance, the Soviet-captured Panther TV, and the unique RBT BT7 with 250 kilogram rockets. And if that's not enough, there's also a couple of premium days and some special boosters for you to get.
That's right. Little correction there. Not Panther TV, but Panther T5. But a Panther TV would be pretty cool. Can you imagine like a TV shaped like a Panther tank? Now that would be badass.
Oh, man. That reminds me of the Roman joke. You know, Roman runs into a bar. He shows two fingers and says 5 beers, please.
Okay,
should have known.
Just look at this. The only active player that Der Adler got left is
we have a dogfight of bombers here.
Oh my God, that's Barbiero SM79, piloted by Red Dragon War. He's actually trying to. Oh, there goes Prince
Jedi. No,
by Panther F. Panther F. Wildcat, amazing shot with that cannon of his, just nails him down. But then again, probably, you know, Principal S did not expect to survive for long. So, and there you go.
First match and the first battle from arcade, and they went full out. They did what neither of us, I think, expected, and completely steel clubbed and wiped their Adler off the face of the earth.
I think this could be a kind of a trendsetter and an omen of things to come, you know. So I believe that next two matches might be along those lines. So if you win like this, I mean, if you start off with 4 aircraft, lose 3 out of them within first minute, and then still win, you know what you're doing. So guys, tell us in the comments below, what do you think? Don't forget to check your in-game accounts, because the giveaway was just a go.
Indeed, don't forget about the prize pool. When we reach 15,000, we're currently closing into 12,000. The E100 will be unlocked in the tournament section, and that tank is something a lot of us have been waiting quite a long time to drive out.
And by the way,
club some Russian T-54s.
Dig this. When you have your own dog tag for the tournament, basically it's like a ticket for that upcoming tournament with the 100, right? So it will give you access to that tournament as long as you own the dog tag. So basically, you're investing in that future tournament by buying the dog tag. So, you know, also you get a 50% increased chance to get one of the free goodies we just talked about. Now,
Sean, what are your expectations for the upcoming 3 or potentially 4 matches that we're going to be having here?
It's not looking good for Der Adler. Totally not good. But then again, I've never seen Der Adler play on that particular map before. Maybe it's just not their thing, you know. I've seen Der Adler play on Berlin. Now, this is where they play well, okay? And basically on any kind of map with urban terrain where they got buildings and stuff, and they know how to play, you know, in towns and cities. So if they pick... Let's see what they pick. Yeah, they picked Berlin. You see? I was right.
Yeah, interesting. So, they are the fanboys of the city map.
That's true. And then again, Arcade, I think, has the upper hand here in terms of tactics, at least shown so far. But then again, Der Adler, they know how to fight in towns and cities. So this could be a win for Der Adler. We'll see. We'll see. It has to start. That's very interesting. Okay. One more time, guys, you can win one of the following by buying the dog tag and simply watching us. You're not no purchase required, but if you have it, you got a better chance to win. BF109 E7 U2 M24 Chaffee with T45 APCR rounds, P51A Mustang with League's camo, Soviet captured Panther T5, unique RBT variant with a couple of 250 kilogram rockets, 3 days worth of premium account. Also, research and game currency boosters. All absolutely for free as long as you're logged in with your game account on Warthunder.pro and you're watching us on Twitch at the same time.
I think we reached 12,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Did we? Let's take a look. Yeah, we are at 12,000, guys. Just 3,000 left. till the E100 tournament. Now that is going to be amazing. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna go beg Gaijin to give me E100. I'm not sure what they're gonna ask me to do for it, but I'm willing to do anything as long as it's an E100. Seriously, when you're a fan of German vehicles like me, you know, you take what you're given. Seriously, like when the Leopard came out, it did not meet my expectations, I have to say. It's a good tank. It's fast, has a good cannon, but it's made out of sticks, apparently, because
it's paper thin.
It's paper thin. It's very easy to die. So it's not the kind of gameplay you expect after playing Tigers, you know, King Tigers and Yak Panthers and stuff. You know, Germans are very well measured. You know, they take time, they aim well, they line ambush usually. But this, it's like you're playing a Soviet tank with no armor. Essentially, and a better cannon, you know, at the same time. That's fun. So, hey guys, does any one of you have a Leopard? What do you think about it? Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I got to give it more slack. Maybe not. So tell me what do you think about this?
And also let us know which team you want to win. If you're an Arcade fan, make sure you spam Arcade in the comment section. And if you are supporting their Adler, make sure to give them your support through the comment section. Is it called the comment section on Twitch, or is that just me
Chat.
being too YouTube-like?
It's just chat.
The chat.
Yeah, it's just chat. That's what they call it.
Do you think we can reach 2,000 viewers today? We are closing very in.
I think we will. We're at 1,922 people right now. This is good. This is like the best result we had so far throughout Thunder League. So, Major Domo PSP is asking, is the E100 faster than the mouse? Yes, it is. I don't think there's a single vehicle that is slower than the mouse. And then again, E100 has a more powerful engine. He weighs less at the same time than the mouse, so he is guaranteed to be faster.
Now, the next game should begin shortly, and we should have a bit of a word about the teams. Now, one thing I found special about Arcade is that they said that they were aiming at top 3. They're being slightly modest, considering there's 10 teams in the tournament. They're not seen to be playing in the same way, though. They've been playing full out.
Well, you know, maybe they're the strong silent type. You know, they don't brag much, but they know what they're doing. This is kind of
very plausible.
Kind of similar along what happened with Dislike, okay? Like, I've read the interview with them, and they claim they want to get to 7th or 8th place in the entire standing of the league, right? And yesterday, they completely annihilated Verve. They've lost 2 straight battles in a row, and then they won 3 battles in a row. Can you imagine this? On Berlin, they completely wiped out Verve. I mean, they assaulted them so hard, they actually pushed them all the way back to their spawn point and massacred the last 2 players around the spawn. This is like amazing. Now that is the strong silent type in action. So indeed. I think this is maybe what's happening with Arcade. But then again, Arcade is a much older team than Dislike, and they got more experience under their belt. Unlike Dislike. Unlike Dislike. That's funny. So,
we're still waiting for the captains to confirm, and we are on Berlin. Match should be starting shortly.
The map's loading. What's your favorite map, Tim? What do you prefer?
My favorite, or when it comes to watching tournaments?
No. Your favorite to actually play on a tank. What do you prefer to play?
I'd probably have to go Karelia. It was the very first map to be introduced. You know, you got the surrounding area. It's urban, slightly. I mean, urban. Really, wow, Orange. I have to get this sleep. Really... It's anything but an urban map. You got the trees, you know, great foliage to hide in. The bunkery area in the center, if you can hold that, brilliant map.
Karelia is like a maze, essentially. You know, lots of hills, yes. lots of nooks and crannies, lots of cover. So now, okay, we are starting. Let's take a look. Der Adler, yet again, they're taking their time, not spawning. Okay, they're spawning in. There we go. They got 3 T-34s, 1 T-44, and 2 Ostwinds. Now, again, the same thing happened in Arcade, went all out on aircraft. 3 planes, at least for now. Not 4, though.
Which is interesting. Again, they're betting it on the planes. Last time it worked out. Let's see how it goes.
But in an urban environment, I mean, it's so much harder to use an aircraft to its full potential. You know, we all know this because of the buildings and stuff. And, you know, you got a lot less time on your pass to drop your bombs or hit them with your rockets. So,
Yeah,
but then again,
but
they're pros, so they know what they're doing.
True, but Berlin is one of the hardest maps to strafe on because everything's so grey, muddy. Houses look the same as roads. It's going to be hard for these players to get the accurate shots in.
Molcat getting shot at by an Ostwind. 2 Ostwinds engaging.
Red
Molcat.
Dragon takes down the Shark, and Molcat didn't get any significant hits on Yankee. But great engagement all throughout.
Yep. He hurt his tank treads a little bit. That said, Yankee's fine otherwise. But then again, he stopped him from reaching Alpha. Given time to his teammates, AverMD and Masak Smetane, to reach Alpha and cap it, which is exactly what's happening right now. Again, with the pincer attack, Arcade, you know, they stick with what works. Again, a pincer attack, Ilya McLaren and Yeller capturing Charlie. At the same time, the Sox Smetana and AverMD on Alpha, capping strong. Nothing going on Bravo except Overlord leaping towards Bravo.
And it feels like they're going for the pressure again. Those 3 Ostwinds, I mean, they're good for trying to defending aircraft, but they're stuck in the spawn point, so there's nothing they can do, and very little effect that they can have on enemy tanks.
Not just them, take a look. The Shark, Eagle, they're also sitting there, even though they're T-44s. I'm not really sure what Adler's got in store for this map, because they're just sitting there. I mean, around the spawn. Who's going to cap points? And then again, this is their favorite map. I've seen them play Berlin, and they're usually a lot more aggressive. Now they're being super careful, you know, probably because of their performance in previous battle. They're really cautious not to lose. Now Yankee's facing off against Nasak Smetane. He's getting pummeled by artillery. That's it.
Oh, that's
Yankee's
it.
dead. Yankee's dead. Got destroyed by Nasak Smetane.
Now Overlord's going to be in trouble here because he's got his back turned. Nosok and Avar are going to be pushing towards B soon. He's getting some support from Shark RUS, but he's too far away.
A fun fact, do you know what Nasak Smetani means? It means a sock in a sour cream. That's exactly what it means in Russian. I speak Russian, that's what it means. You know, Russians got a weird habit of these odd names, odd nicknames. I mean, a sock in a sour cream. That's it.
Maybe they're hoping the enemy team would be too busy laughing for them to finish them off, but I don't think it's going to work. These are the pros of the pros.
No, you don't surprise Russians with names like this. You'll use nicknames along those lines. Now Shark Russ is trying to wrestle Alpha from AverMD and Nasak Smetani. At the same time, getting support from Yankee, which was previously destroyed at Alpha. You know, he wants the little comeback there. And this is a flak-heavy battle. Look at this. Just look at this. Principal Mast engaging Red Dragon War. Red Dragon War going to attack Overlord and kills him with a beautiful rocket barrage. At the same time, catches fire from the flak. Now Molcat getting shot at by all 3 Ostwinds. Can he survive this? No, he doesn't.
He's going down.
Hole in his right wing. The right wing's gone. He just crashes into the ground.
But it was a great push there, and again, the Adler is still pinpointed back into their spawn. They got TT-44s and 3 Ostwinds. They have to push this one a bit harder.
And then again, look, last aircraft of Arcade.
Futal is still alive here.
Again, 3 Ostwinds. Can you survive this kind of onslaught? He backs away. Does the
I think he's just keeping the Ostwinds busy, you know, continuously flying around, because Futal with his, well, 200 kilo bombs is not the most dangerous plane unless he really manages to hit those targets precisely.
It's extremely difficult on Berlin. And then again, I'm not sure what Der Adler's going to do. They already lost half of their tickets, okay? Not good in a situation like this, especially when you only got a single point in the middle of the map with no players controlling it. Arcade, they're generally in a much better tactical position right now because they got Der Adler, locked down from 2 sides. Just look at this. They're holding them.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you are watching the stream through the Warthunder.pro website, and you will be receiving, maybe, if luck is on your side, a Messerschmitt Bf109 E7U2, the M24 Chaffee, or perhaps the P51 Mustang with an increased engine performance is more for you. There's also the Soviet-captured Panther T5, as Sean has previously corrected me, and the unique RBT, which is pretty much a BT7 with 250 kilogram rockets. But if that is not the same that you want, you can always get some premium account, or perhaps some boosters. So make sure that you check your account later on in the match to ensure that if you have perhaps something that you have won.
Look, Tim, this is not looking good for Der Adler. If they lose on Berlin, I'm not sure where they're going to win. Seriously, because this is their favorite map. They own it so well normally, but now they're just getting annihilated. It's like a kitten fighting a tiger. Okay.
And that would mean that they would have to win the next 3 matches in a row, which, against the current onslaught of arcade tactics, seems to be a very, very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Der Adler can adapt to what Arcade is doing, you know, bringing 3-4 aircraft and then doing a pincer attack, well-coordinated pincer attack. If you notice, they're basically like firing at the same time for both flanks. You know,
they'll attack at the same time, and they have to dish the Ostwinds. They're a good thing to protect the enemy airfield, but it's not effective. And they've been in the Ostwinds for the whole game.
Arcade got 1 aircraft left. Okay, and that's that LA-7, a single bomb. Okay, he can. Okay, 2 bombs. My bad, but it's a single drop, right?
Yeah, so, and I mean, the Adler's right now below 3,000 points. If they don't get at least one of the capture points in the next 2 minutes, it's over. And they're still all in the cap circle. Only Shark is slow. Oh, never mind. He's just been taken off.
Shot by Red Dragon. A beautiful shot, absolutely.
Old Cat Red Dragon now capping B. This game is as good as over.
Seriously, there's no way in hell Der Adler is going to shift this because they're just sitting dead at their spawn. They're sitting ducks. I mean, just look at this tactic-wise. Arcade got the map locked down. They got all the best positions. Impossible to win in this kind of situation, I think, unless, I don't know, unless you're a hero or something.
Yeah, unless something magical happens and all of Arcade members disconnect, this one is...
Or they died of the age or something. Yeah, they're not going to lose this.
Arcade seems to be the favorite here.
This is, I have to say, this is not very exciting to watch when one of the teams is getting annihilated like this. It's not a challenge. It's a beating. It's humiliation. I'm sorry, Der Adler. I like you guys. You know, during the first day when we announced you all, I said, look, these guys like Germans. I like them. Automatically, okay? Automatically, the by default, because, you know, not a whole lot of German players around, so, yeah. And then again, you know, they're suffering the same fate the Germans are suffering in the game, pretty much. They're getting slaughtered. They're getting slaughtered. Exactly what happened. 2-0. 2-0. Arcade is winning. So far, they got only 1 match left. I mean, only 1 battle left to win this match. And that is it. And somehow, I think this is what's going to happen.
I mean, look, if the Adler doesn't change the tactic, and I mean significantly changed, they're looking at a 3-0 loss here.
No, seriously, let's play pretend, okay? Let's play fantasy esports. Okay, so we're running a team now that is facing off against. Okay, basically we're running Der Adler. How can we adapt our tactics right now to counter? If Arcade's going for the same thing, okay, what do we do?
Well, for starters, the map is going to be Eastern Europe, so we can expect heavy artillery fire going to sea. They're going to have to cap sea at all times, but they have to dish the Ostwinds. You have to counter aircraft with aircraft, because if you can maintain, if Der Adler can somehow get altitude and destroy the enemy airfield, they could potentially then strafe out the enemy tanks. That means a double elimination. 3 planes could potentially wipe out 1 respawn round of the enemy team.
Yeah, that's true. Not looking good. Not looking good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still slowly dropping dollars into the prize pool. We're currently just over 12,000, and when we reach 15,000, the ever so elusive E100 tank will be available to be unlocked through a special tournament. And I myself am extremely excited for that, well, baby buffed mouse.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Finally, maybe Germans will get a tank worthy of their name. Don't forget that if you buy a dog tag, you automatically gain access to that tournament if we reach $15,000, which I am definitely sure we will. So just keep buying them dog tags, and we're all set, guys. You know,
somebody give the E100 to Der Adler as the consolation prize.
Der Adler need E100s, but then again, I'm not sure if that would help him much.
No, with the current tactics. they'll probably get destroyed by the BF-109s with the
Even
rockets.
how they're just sitting on their spawn waiting to get killed. I mean, ouch. No, nuts. Okay. Gregor's saying Nazi casters. How are we Nazi? I just like Germany, you know. It's not one and the same, okay? Please don't say that. Now, and I mean, it should be Mike saying this. He's German, right?
Oh, come on. People love a bit of good banter in the chat.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now, okay, Eastern Europe coming up. I've seen the Adler play Eastern Europe, and they did good. But then again, normally they play Berlin even better, so...
Berlin was a giant failure, so...
A total failure, humiliation. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I don't sound too excited, but then again, there's nothing to be excited about when one team is getting pummeled like this. It's like, seriously, it's like a little guy fighting a space marine, like a kid against a...
It's David versus Goliath.
Yeah, that.
And what happened? We got 3 planes for Der Adler.
Der Adler, okay, now they're about to give some of that medicine back to Arcade.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking 3 planes at the same time. 3 planes on Arcade, LA-7 with bombs, 109G6 rockets, and another one by Moldcat. On the other side,
loadout.
Equal plane loadout. You are correct. So it's gonna be decided in air, I think. Then again, look at this. Arcade are going for altitude advantage.
Yep. Now, if they're smart futile, in the LA-7 is going to drop the bombs because they're just going to, you know, be getting in your way, and they're going to be going for complete air superiority here.
Arcade still mostly holding altitude advantage. Grimmenheld's the only one with altitude advantage on the side of Der Adler. This is exciting. Principal Mast attacking LA-7.
Whoever loses the first plane is most likely going to lose. Oh, first target is down. It's Moldcat.
Going down, killed by Pueller. Dragon War attacking Principum Est. He's got a hit on him. Engaging. Oh, critical hit, but still, Principum Est is still airborne. Still airborne. Can he turn this around? He's getting at the same time attacked from behind by Grimmenheld and the BF-109G6. Can he kill him? Can he kill Dragon War?
He went in for the rocket attack and he took one down. Great job there.
In the split second before he got shot down by Grimmenheld, he managed to kill one target on the ground. Amazing play by Dragon War.
But now the Adler have the air superiority. They could turn this one around. Theo is going for Norsok.
This is not, I have to say, this is not what I expected them to do, you know?
And this was the only option. This was the only option I personally saw. It's now Arcade taking out the Ostwind. Have the tides completely turned. I cannot believe it.
It looks like they're fated to fight aircraft versus Ostwinds, and whoever brings Ostwinds is going to lose. But then again, look at the ground. Ground-wise, I think Arcade are still in a marginally better position overall.
They are. They got 3 tanks surrounding C, and only Overlord is there helping them out. But Igel, the captain of the Adler team, is going to be facing off with Mr. Socks.
Yeah, the sock and the sour cream. That's just, I mean, that's a very appetizing nickname, isn't it?
It must be the most original name here.
Seriously, it is. Okay, now aircraft are going back to their airfields to get some resupply, and now it's going to be decided on the ground. Arcade started capturing Charlie with Yeller and the T-44, opposed by Overlord. Well, not so much opposed as rather sitting behind a hill, cowering.
Yeah, hiding, waiting for something to happen.
Hiding from artillery.
His right track's been destroyed, so he cannot go anywhere. There he is, repaired. And he's waiting for Shark RUS to come in and help
coming in with a rocket barrage. No, he's evading. Had to get away from that Ostwind barrage. Otherwise, he'd be dead. Went in too low, a little bit too slow for that attack.
Shark is now popping up behind the hill there, but Ilya's waiting for him. They're not going to give him up that easily. Arcade now has the cap circles, and you see, Grimmelheld and Pure now have the ability to go back, reload, and come back with another barrage, but in the meantime, they're down 2 players, technically.
Essentially, yes, essentially. But look at this the other way. They got 4 tanks at Charlie, while Der Adler got 3, okay? Because Eagle... across the river doesn't see much from where he's at, okay? Because they all know where he's sitting, so they're expecting him to shoot him from across the river. and the ticket bleed is already popping. You know, ticket bleed is a very curious thing. You know, it goes so slow, you don't notice it until it's too late, more often than not.
Indeed, and most of the matches end either with slow ticket bleed being not noticed, or, well, as Arcade has proven in the past 2 games, with complete annihilation of the enemy team. But this time, the Adler brought it back with the same tactic to their face.
Absolutely amazing. We're at 1,972 viewers right now. Tim, we're almost hit 2,000 viewers. This is amazing. Welcome to Thunder League. I'm Sean, Pops Arcade, the voice of War Thunder Tutorials. And with me here, Tim, the Orange Doom, a YouTuber dedicated to War Thunder, mostly.
And speaking of viewers, we have a giveaway participating, so make sure that you're watching from the Warthunder.pro League stream, and you have an option to win a couple of really unique things. Sean, you want to give them a bit of a rundown?
I'm on the F-109E7U2 fighter, and mind you, these are all premium vehicles. M24 Chaffee with T-45 APCR rounds, P-51A Mustang with League Camo, Soviet captured Panther T5, and unique RB-T5 with a couple of 250-kilogram rockets, 3 days of premium account, and finally research and game currency boosters. That's a lot of stuff.
Now, Shark RUS is taking C. He is pushing well in there. It's looking good for the Adler now. They've made a comeback, and they are confirming that they are still in this competition. But can they hold out throughout the match? Plane support is coming in. We've got Pure in his BFI9, but he has to stay away. There is still Red Dragon War with the Oswind, making sure that the aircraft stay nice and away from his teammates.
I wonder how long that little tug of war is going to go on around Charlie. You know, okay, Arcade, we're going to take Charlie hold it for a minute, and then Der Adler, you can take it back.
I mean, take a look at Arcade. We've got Futil, Ilya, and Molcat. They're right next to each other. I mean, if Der Adler had a bomber, they could be in trouble.
By the way, speaking of bombers, Grimmenheld in a BF-109 G6 with rockets coming in to save the day. Can he kill anything? I wonder.
I think Pure was waiting for Grimmelheld to come here, because Red Dragon can only keep 1 aircraft away.
That's curious. Now this is a much more exciting battle to watch. This is not slaughter anymore. This is like actual combat.
This is positional game. Yep. Now, Igel is again going against Socks and Sweet Cream, and
Peeler diving in for a kill. He's aiming for Ilya McLaren, apparently. Almost hit Yeller. That's a miss. That's a miss. Getting shot at by Flak Panzer Ostwind.
I think there were 4 tanks there. He didn't know which one to go for, but Shark is now down. They're taking C.
Diving in on Nasak Smetani. No, decides to ditch it. Gets away.
Bad approach. You shouldn't take the shots.
No. That was a bad approach there. But then again, you know, what would you do? Risk getting shot to bits, or, you know, go for another go? You know, I'd say do the latter.
Indeed.
Okay, this reminds me of World War I. You know, Fortress Europe. Look at this. It's a positional warfare, tug of war again. You know, okay, Arcade. Now we're gonna hold it for 2 minutes, and then you can take it back. You know, this is exactly what's going on here. And then again, aircraft buzzing in around, getting popped at by Red Dragon War. Ooh, Red Dragon War, amazing! Good shot, and Grimmenheld like slashes him into bits. Grimmenheld just goes down in the ball of fire.
I mean, Arcade's now holding C. They're engaging the ticket bleed again, and Der Adler is slowly but surely running out of players.
Amazing shot from the flank, just destroys Yeller in the T-34-85.
He's in a very good position here, but is it going to be enough? And is it going to be in time?
Destroy the target.
And nope.
Let's see, Nosok is now alone on the flank. He has a huge advantage there. He could potentially drive around all the way to the enemy base and take care of Igel, who's now spawned in the T-44, and Grimmelheld in the Tiger 8.
On Overlord.
Oh, Grimmel's going wide. Look how far he's going. He's going to go around the forest to have a nice flanking opportunity.
It's gonna be a while.
Red Dragon now shooting at Troll Bends.
Shot by Overlord destroys the suck guy. Ooh, another perfect shot by Feudal, just nails down Overlord. Okay, not looking good for Adler. Two
Oh,
tanks
Idle
left.
doesn't see him. Futil, another shot into Idle. Ah, it's not looking good.
Igel's got the worst luck so
He
far.
does.
Yeah, he's just like this captain. Everybody's singling him out. Look, it's the officer. Kill the officer. You know, it's like it's always like this. Everybody wants to
Concentrating fire.
him. Seriously, that is not cool. That is not cool. If I was Eagle, I'd be like, this is not my day. Not my day. Okay. At the same time, Grimmenheld going and Tiger. Tiger actually can be surprisingly fast if you're going on even ground. This is exactly what's going on with Grimmenheld. Look at him.
Oh, but they've lost Trollbends. That means Grimmenheld's going to be replacing his position.
There's no way in hell that Tiger and the T-44 can do anything about these 3 tanks plus an Ostwind.
Their last chance is Pure, who's coming back with the BFI-9, but again, Red Dragon's still alive. He's going to make sure that those planes come nowhere close. It's not looking good for their Adler. The tickle bleeding is coming out, and they're running out of tanks.
That's funny. I mean, Red Dragon War, he's more dangerous when he's on the ground. So, you know, maybe next time Adler should not shoot his aircraft down and just let him fly. Because he's killing way more stuff when he's in the flak.
Attack the enemy.
Let's see what their Adler can bring to the battlefield.
Pueller coming in. Okay, Pueller diving in, getting shot at by Red Dragon War, diving in lower.
It's a nasty approach.
A risky attack approach. Risky.
He's going for the Ostwind.
No, he crashes. He crashes
straight into the house.
He didn't pull out in time, and he just killed himself. This is something you see in arcade battles, okay? Not in Warthunder Esports. This is like something you do with your friends. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. I hit a house. Okay?
Igel again, being the MVP, trying to push forward, but it's not enough. He's down.
Eagle coming up on Feudal. What's up with Eagle? Overlord got his driver dead. I'm sorry, that was Overlord fighting Feudal. I stand corrected
it's
now.
Not looking good for the Adler. Grimmenheld's now track destroyed. More artillery fire coming in. Pure's now desperately trying to get the Panther Ray coming back in.
Even if they do something, look at the
they've
tickets.
got less than a minute left.
Look at the tickets. Overlord wrestling with Feudal, but about to get sidetracked by Ilya McClark. Ilya coming in.
Taking a shot. That's, the cannon breach. Getting destroyed. He doesn't have a chance.
No, that's a massacre right there. Grimmenheld still alive, surprisingly. Tiger E, now that's a very tough tank to kill. We all know this, but then again, his radio operator's already dead, and
we're now below 1,000 tickets. This is over.
This is
Arcade has won 3-0. The first wipeout that we've seen. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible, but not very incredible for Adler. This last battle was the best they got, you know, the best they could do, and they gave it all. They gave it all, and look at Pueller just rushing in with Panther Ray, you know, in vain. Sadly, in vain. If you guys just joined us, you were watching Massacre of Adler conducted by Arcade. This is something I did not expect. As a fan of Adler and German vehicles, I am saddened greatly by this. So now Tim is about to take a break. And
that is true. I'm about to leave you, and Mike will come back, and you're going to wrap up the stream. So I want to say thanks for the stream chat for cooperating. Look at that. We're 8 viewers away from 2,000. So hopefully you guys can breach that for the very first time. And I want to wish good luck to the participants of the next 2 matches, and good luck to everybody in the chat who is participating in the giveaways.
Tim, it was a pleasure working with you. For the first time, we're in the single pair, but I'm not letting you go so easily. First, tell me, what do you think about this massacre?
I enjoyed it for once. I know we haven't seen some incredible action happen here, but Arcade has proven that they are much more than a devil. That they were first saying. I mean, you know, oh, we want to be in the top 3. Well, they're aiming a bit harder than just top 3. At least their game is showing that.
Yeah. Well, I hope we won't have to see more of the same. I mean, looking at massacres, not so fun. Not so fun. You know, I expect, you know, esports teams to, you know, give each other a challenge. Not what happened right now. All right. Thank you very much, Tim. And
thanks for having me, Sean, and I wish you and Mike good luck.
Look
and,
at this. You have witnessed it. 2,009 viewers.
There we go. Thanks. It's incredible. What was it? First stream was about 500. The second one we breached 1,500, and now we're breaching over 2,000. Just wait until the end of next week.
Yep. Okay. We broke.
That's it from me. Twitch chat. Enjoy the commentary that's coming up from Mike, and I'll be present in the chat, giving them a bit of support.
Thanks a lot, Tim. We'll catch you later, Alligator. Now let's take a look at the team standings so far. Still dominating the standings is Dynamite with whole 6 points under their belt, followed closely by Poltergeist with 3 points, which is now going to be a higher number to be updated soon. Arcade Esports also 3 points, again, to be updated. So it looks like the top 3 we have so far is Dynamite, Poltergeist, and Arcade Esports. My money is one of them is going to take the entire tournament. So, yeah. Now, again, looking at the chat below, people are saying did not pull out in time, so they find this embarrassing. Maybe somebody should, read a book or two about aerodynamics. There's a thing that actually exists in most aircrafts called pull-out mechanism. Okay, so maybe somebody should expand their vocabulary before trying to troll other people. Now, okay, going back to what's happening. Mike, where's Mike? That's very interesting. Okay, while we wait for Mike, let's last time, let's take a look at the free goodies you can win. BF 109E72 M24 Chaffee with T45 APCR rounds, P51A Mustang with Lead Camo, Soviet captured Panther T5, a unique RBT5 with a couple of 250 kilogram rockets, 3 days of premium account, and finally research and game currency boosters. We're taking a short break. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We're about to witness a battle between Akai Victory and GOF of Ukraine.